second time in his career, bringing it home ahead of the Springboks, stopping
South Africa
with everyone.
This one is for you. Let's go. Yeah, we're taking the load shedding for France, boy. Lights down when we land. Lights down when we touch down. Yeah, let's go, boy. A bim bim. Switch off the lights, boy. Everybody sing, do Chavez. Everybody sing, do Chavez. Everybody sing, do Chavez. What about the good of the Ghana?
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Warm welcome to those who just joined us. This is the World Cup version of All Angles today, welcoming the world champions, the Springboks, earlier today from the OR Tambo International Airport. We do have Percival Young, our sports reporter, who in fact was in France, in Paris for us, watched both the quarterfinal and the semi-final in France during the time the Springboks played with France and with England. Percy, for today though, can you just give us an update or remind us about what was said at that press briefing by Siya Kolisi and the outgoing coach Jacques Ninaba?
Yes, good afternoon, Masego. As the dust is slowly settling here at OR Tambo, like you rightfully mentioned here. And I think many of the fans around us here, they are still in awe of what they've witnessed here, what they've seen. Some of the players they've had interaction with, obviously Siya Kolisi with rugby's most valued jewelry, obviously the Webb Ellis Trophy. But Masego, one of the most important things that happened here, obviously during all the celebrations here, we attended a press conference where we managed to speak to Siya Kolisi, we managed to speak to the coach Jacques Ninaba, and I think Siya Kolisi spoke very fondly, and he had just praise for South Africans, all the supporters, how they supported them through this 12 weeks and during the duration of this World Cup, and they said they got strength from the South Africans, and he had just nothing but praise for the South Africans. Jacques Ninaba on his side says he was asked about his future with the Springboks side. He's obviously moving on to Ireland, where he'll join the Irish club Leinster, where he's going to take up a role as an assistant coach there by this new club. But he says it might possibly be not his last time with the Springboks side, but he was grateful for the opportunity to be with this national side. It was a very tough 4 years for him. He missed out the first 2 years due to COVID, but yet they still managed to build the squad and went on to successfully defend their title in France. I think one of the other questions, Masego, that has also been asked to Siya Kolisi as the captain today was, after 2 successful World Cup campaigns, a lot of questions that were posed to Siya was if he's going to stay on as captain in the new 4-year cycle. And CEO was very, very clear and he was very categoric his answer, saying that for him it's not about the captaincy. He's just happy to be part of the Springbok squad. He says if he gets selected next year, he'll be happy. But when it comes to the captaincy, there's a lot of leaders in the squad. He says if he makes it, if he retains his captaincy, that will be a bonus for him, but he believes just being part of this national squad is a privilege for him. I think, Masego, maybe one last point is one of the contentious issues that was posed here today during the press conference, a question that was posed to the Minister, Zizi Kodwa, and to the President of SA Rugby, Mark Alexander, was whether the Springboks will be getting winning bonuses. Now, Zizi Kodwa tried his best to sidestep the question and get away from the question because he believes this is a very organized federation. Mark Alexander gave us more clarity on this matter. He said that World Rugby, as much as the Springboks have won this World Cup, they don't get winning bonuses from World Rugby, but SA Rugby have managed to secure winning bonuses for the players. He wasn't willing to say what type of monetary bonuses these players were getting, but he made it very clear that these players will be rewarded for the hard work they've done in France. It's now a new cycle. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 years. We know Rassie Erasmus's contract is only until 2025. We don't know what's going to happen after that. Mark Alexander wouldn't go any further than that. But what we do know is that when the new year starts, Mark Alexander and the leadership will have to look for a new coach. There'll be new players coming into the Springbok squad because we might see a few players retiring. Players that comes to mind is Dwayne Vermeulen, who's possibly going to retire after his stint now in France. Another player that comes to mind might be Dion Fourie, a 37-year-old player who's only recently, last year, started his career as Springbok player. He might also retire after this campaign. But it's going to be interesting times for the Springboks. They'll return their title as world champions for another 4 years. The big question is, can the Springbok side go on and defend their title in 4 years' time when they head off to Australia? Masego?
All right, Percival Young live for us here also at the OR Tambo International Airport.